Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Imalia Suky Lely, NPM 191104034 from class 4F. I will present about movie review, and the title of the movie is Grave of the Fireflies. Grave of the Fireflies. 1988. The genre is animation, drama, and war. This film, based on the 1967 semi-autobiographical short story of the same name by Akiyuki Nosaka. It was written and directed by Isao Takahata and animated by Ghibli Studio. This is an animated film telling the story of the two children from the port city of Kobe made homeless by the bombs during World War II. Seita is a young teenager and his sister Setsuko is about 5. On the night of September 21, 1945, I died. Seita sits against a pile of Sanomiya stations, dying of starvation. Later that night, a janitor removes his body and digs through his possessions, finding nothing but a candy tin containing ashes and a few fragments of bone, which he throws away into a nearby field. From the tin springs the spirit of Seita, followed by his little sister Setsuko, along with a cloud of fireflies. The spirit of Seita narrates the story of how he and his sister Setsuko fared in the wake of the firebombings of Kobe during the war. One day, air raid sirens go off as a fleet of American B-29 Superfortress bombers flies overhead. Hundreds of incendiary bombs are dropped on the city, and most of the civilians are caught off guard. Seita and Setsuko manage to survive the bombing unscathed and go in search of their mother. They find their mother at a makeshift clinic set up within a school, horribly burned and covered head to foot with bloody bandages. She dies a short time later and is cremated in a mass grave with other casualties. Despite their loss, Seita is determined to care of Setsuko and protect her at all costs. Seita and Setsuko travel to the home of their aunts, who allows them to stay but convinces Seita to sell his mother's kimonos for rice. Their aunt was welcome before knowing that their mother had died. After finding out she had changed, with intimidated Seita and says something hurtful. Tired of his aunt's insults, Seita decides to live with Setsuko and care for her on his own. They find refuge inside an abandoned bomb shelter and release fireflies waiting for light. Without any income and running low of food rations, Seita forced to steal from local farm. When he is caught, he comes to terms with his desperation and takes an increasingly ill Setsuko to a doctor. The doctor informs that Seita's sister is suffering from malnutrition but offers no help. Seita returns to the bomb shelter with a heavy heart and large quantities of food only to find Setsuko lying on the ground, hallucinating and trying to encourage Seita to eat little rocks that she thinks are rice balls. Seita hurried to prepare food and try a bit of watermelon, but it's too late. Setsuko dies of starvation. Using supplies donated to him by a local farmer, Seita prepares a pyre and cremates his sister's body. He replaces her ashes in the fruit drop tin which he keeps with him beside a picture of their father. A few weeks later, he finds himself in Sanomiya Station and dies of starvation. Illuminated by fireflies, the spirit of Seita and Setsuko are seen together, healthy and happy, as they look down on the modern city of Kobe. Okay, that's all the movie review of the Grave of the Fireflies. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.